Now, I'm not one to gossip, but I will bring you the tea. Welcome to Chronicle Speaks.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
Look at you.
So our girl Nia Long has filed for full custody of the 11-year-old son that she shares with her ex, Udoka, and as of right now, she wants to make sure that her ex and her son continue to have a strong father-son relationship. She's also wanting attorney fees and expert fees to be paid by Ime. Nia is also saying that Ime has failed to support their son, Kaz. Child support has not been requested, but it's also not off the table either. Ime has yet to respond, but Nia seems to be taking all of the necessary steps in making sure that her son is placed first in all her decision making. We are going to break down this story and so much more, but before we do, please be sure to subscribe to this channel and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss out on any news regarding this story and so much more. Now let's get back into it. Nia and Ime seem to have a perfect love story. They met back in Boston in 2010. He was a professional basketball player and she, of course, was a famous actress. They were introduced by a mutual friend, and although he traveled for his career and she traveled for hers, the two were inseparable. The following year, in November of 2011, they welcomed their son, Kaz. In 2015, they were engaged. Nia said that their relationship had worked because they had both given each other space and time to do whatever they needed to do individually as well as together. Ime turned from a basketball player to a basketball coach, and in September of 2022, Ime was suspended from his coaching position with the Boston Celtics, and the Celtics released a statement saying that Ime had violated team policies. Later, it was reported that Ime had a role in an intimate relationship with a female member of the franchise staff. Nia Long, being upset and embarrassed by the events, had a statement, and she said the following: "The outpouring of love and support from family, friends, and the community during this difficult time means so much to me. I ask that my privacy be respected as I process the recent events. Above all, I am a mother and I will continue to focus on my children." Now, the woman at the head of the scandal was Kathleen Nemo Lynch. She was a married woman with 3 children, and she was a service manager for the Celtics since 2013. Now, she faced backlash, but not nearly as much as Ime, and she also was not fired for her actions. Now, Ime released a statement for his actions, apologizing to the players, the fans, and the organization for letting them down, but no public apology made to the family that he embarrassed publicly. In December of 2022, Nia decided to part ways from Ime, spending a lot of time with their son, getting him adjusted to their new life. And in April of 2023, Ime was hired as a head coach of the Houston Rockets. He gave a statement saying the following: "I released a statement months ago when everything happened and apologized to a lot of people for the tough position I put them in. I stand by that. I feel much more remorse even now towards that. I spent this last off season working on myself in a lot of different ways, improving in areas, and it gave me a chance to sit back, reflect, and grow. And I think that'll make me a better coach and overall a better leader. The matter has been resolved." Now, Nia Long is not happy with the way the Boston Celtics handled this information. She felt like they handled it very publicly. She said, "I think the most heartbreaking thing about all of this is seeing my son's face when the Boston Celtics organization decided to make a very private situation public. It was devastating and still is. He still has moments where it's not easy for him. If you're in the business of protecting women, I'm sorry. No one from the Celtics organization has even called to see if I'm okay, to see if my children are okay. It's very disappointing." Now, Nia has reached out to celebrity attorney Samantha Spector to gain full custody of the son that Ime and Nia share together. His name is Kaz, and he will be 12 in November. This is simply a petition to determine parental relationship, and this was filed on August the 14th. Now, Ime has 30 days to respond to this summons, and if he does not respond in the nick of time, the court does bear right to make orders affecting his right to custody, and they can also make orders for child support and attorney fees as well as fees and costs on his behalf. Now, Nia states that Ime is the father of their son. However, he has failed to support the child. Now, I'm wondering if he's failing financially, emotionally, or if she's like, hey, I need a break, will you come watch him? And he's like, no. Either way, it does not seem like Ime is doing his job according to the docs, and Nia wants that fixed. Nia wants her son to have a relationship with both parents, visitation be granted to Ime, legal custody be awarded to Nia, and physical custody be awarded to Nia as well. As far as visitation goes, she seems to be understanding of Ime's schedule and his job. She wants visitation to coincide with Ime's schedule. Now, Nia, who spoke to Yahoo News back in January of this year, said, I've had some pretty devastating moments in my life over the last couple of months, and I've had to just say, it's all right. You'll pick yourself back up. And oh my God, I'm about to cry. She said as she fanned her face with her hands to stop herself from tearing up, you'll pick yourself back up and keep moving. Now, Nia Long never really wanted to be married in the first place and was always very public about her stance on marriage. Even when the couple were engaged in 2015, Nia always said that it would be a while before the two wed and that this would probably be a very long engagement and so on. She was not feeling marriage at all, or at least not to Ime. Now, it seemed like he was more ready for this than she was. Now, I'm respecting her stance because honestly, had the two wed and things still happen the way they did, she'd be stuck in divorce court, separating assets, possibly fighting for alimony, and then top it all off with the custody and child support arrangement. Now, I've seen many people in the comments online calling her bitter and saying, hey, just because he wasn't a good man to her, why does that mean he's not a good father? Why is she requesting full custody? It's clearly stated that he's failed to support Kes, in her words. So this is her way of stepping up and putting something in place to where they are both in his life, providing and sharing responsibilities. Now, things change for women when they're not in the house with the man anymore. Many times we just need a break, we need to take a ride, we need to go have a drink, anything. And it's easy when the person is in the house. You can say, hey, go watch Junior for an hour, I'll be right back. But when that comfort is no longer there, the other party is pretty much out of sight, out of mind. Sometimes you have to put something in place, and sometimes you can get along with the other parent and have something verbally set up. But when those things do not happen that way, then you have to sometimes include the court. And it seems like that's what Nia did. So I'm not judging you, girl. Whatever floats your boat, whatever makes you happy, whatever makes things go well for Kes, that's the way you should go, not the opinions of other people. What I need to do is hear from you. What do you think about everything going on in the world of Nia Long, Ime Udoka, and Nia Long's stance on going the full custody route with their son, Kes? Leave a comment, and you know how we do. We'll talk about it down below. Talk to you guys later. Bye. As always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and hit that bell so you don't miss any of my new episodes.